Head Coach Don Burley, Steve Madison, and staff. Coach, we'll just start with you and we'll get a few questions.
Yeah, it was a tough way when the season ends, and we got a great group of guys in the locker room, and we've had a great group. And obviously, Stephen Madison sat next to me for 3 nights here. What an unbelievable career he has had. So it's always hard when it ends, especially for a guy like this who's had just an unbelievable career at the University of Idaho, second all-time leading scorer. But I thought our team battled. There was a point in this season where we could have gave up, and we didn't. In the last month of the season, we were playing as good as basketball as anybody in the Western Athletic Conference. I thought we played pretty well in this tournament, but tonight New Mexico State played better. We couldn't get them stopped. They shot 55% and 40 from 3, and they out-rebounded us by 17. So basically, they dominated us in every phase of the game. We got to give Marvin and Mullins, those guys credit. They played well in the game tonight.
Go ahead and take some questions. If you've got a question, we'll bring the mic over to you.
Steve, if you could just talk about at the end of the game, what was kind of going through your head there? It seemed like you didn't want to get up from the bench there. It took an extra second. Just your emotions, the clock ticked off there.
I mean, it's always tough to, end a career and end your season like that with a loss, but I mean, I can't be proud of these guys for what we've done, beat expectation of what people thought we'd do here. It's tough to, leave the court.
Coach, I know you played against that team. You got a 6'10" guy, you got a 7'5" guy in there. How much of a challenge was that, considering that, I know that's certainly outside, you guys are pretty good out there, man.
Yeah, they were huge. I thought our guys battled down there all night. I thought Steve and Sec and Joe and Ty, was working to front them, and we were fighting them and pushing them off the block. I thought they really hurt us driving the ball to the basket. We couldn't keep them in front of us. And early in the game they made some 3-point shots, open, not open, whatever you want to say. But if they have a weakness, it's shoot from behind the arc, and they were able to make those early. We had to extend a little bit, and they were able to get to the basket. But I thought our guys fought like crazy. They're a handful down there. When they're locked in and right and playing hard and they're hitting on all cylinders, which they were tonight, they're tough.
From an X's and O's standpoint, can you talk about what Goulart does with what you're trying to do?
He's really difficult to prepare against because you have to put so much attention on him. With what we decided to do is front and help on the backside. And that lends you to a little bit of offensive rebounding. When the ball went into the post, we tried to cover down. When they threw it out, Mullins and Eldridge was able to drive. He really makes it tough. We thought if we could have got a few more stops and got him into more of a running game, that would have benefited us. We just couldn't get stops to get out and run to take him out of the game like we were able to do in Moscow.
And then Stephen, just for what you're trying to do offensively, how much of a problem is those?
I mean, when you have someone that big in the middle, you always see him, and you always worry about shot blocking, and you just try to be aggressive the same, but you can't miss him, so it's hard.
Coach, I know you're still reflecting on this loss, but you come into this tournament, not having won a game in the conference tournament, and now you win 2, and then you make it this far. What does this do for your program moving forward?
Well, hopefully it gives us some momentum. We're going to the Big Sky next year, and who knows how the conference tournament's going to work there, but hopefully it gives us some momentum. I thought the tournament games in the past, we played pretty good, played pretty hard. We just hadn't come out with wins. I was happy that we were able to grind out 2 wins in the first 2 games of this tournament. It would have been nice to get a third. This group deserved that, but we couldn't get it done tonight.
Hey, Coach, a question, just an observation on your part. You played some high-profile teams, Oklahoma, Boise State this year. How do the Aggies, you think, match up against that level of competition?
I think when we played the Aggies the first time in Las Cruces, they were the highest-ranked RPI team that we had played, and now Oklahoma, I think, went ahead of them. They're good. they're good. And you know, when we played them the first time in Las Cruces, I thought they were the best team we had played on our schedule at that point, including Oklahoma, including Boise State. And you know, maybe it hasn't turned out that way for them RPI-wise, but they're tough and they're really hard to deal with because of their size inside. So I like what Marvin's done with the team. I mean, heck, they're 26-9. They've played very well this year. They played very, very well at home. Played very well in neutral court. They had to cut this stuff their toe a couple times on the road, but they're a good basketball team. I think what hurt them a little bit early in the year was when Sim got hurt. You know, there was a stretch there. Sim didn't play for, you guys can tell me, but probably about 3 weeks. You know, he didn't play against us the first time, and then when he came back, he wasn't 100%. So I think they're hitting on all cylinders, and you know, they made a great adjustment without Casey Rossmill. Daniel Mullen at the points done a nice job there.
Mike, just talk about kind of what this, this run meant for you guys. You know, and it was asked for Coach too, but you know, it's kind of what it meant for you guys to kind of close out the season like this and you get some conference tournament wins, which you hadn't been able to do before.
Just falling back on what Coach Brown said, there was a time in the season where we just gave up, and I'll probably say around conference, you know, we didn't get as much wins as we wanted, and we lost a lot of close ones. We could have just gave up, but we kept pushing, and I'm proud.
This question's for Mike. For next year, what are you going to take from this experience into your next season with the Vandals?
Considering it's going to be my last year?
No, for your next year with the Vandals.
No, I'm saying for my next year, considering that's going to be my last year. Just being the lead, being able to lead. I've been here for a year now. I know what Coach Brown wants, you know, from me as a player, you know, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want me to lead the team. But, you know, coming in and starting for a month now, I was able to lead the team, and it's just leadership.
Any other questions? In the back.
Yeah, Coach, just the last thought, the transition as you get ready to go to the Big Sky, how are you looking at that? Is that what you think is best for the program? Would you rather be the Sun Belt like football, or what thought moving forward?
On the answer about the Sun Belt, that's no. I don't want to be in the Sun Belt. We really like where we're going, all the Olympic sports are going, excluding football, obviously, because football is going to stay and play Division I, 1A football, and that's the best course.
The University of Idaho, but basketball, we're very excited to go to the Sky. We're sad that we're leaving the WAC. We've been in the WAC a long time. I've been in the WAC a long time, but I think it really helps our program as far as regional rivalries. You know, a lot of schools that are close to us. You know, Big Sky's a good conference, and we're looking forward to taking on that new challenge. So I don't want to go to the Sun Belt, but we're looking forward to the Big Sky.
Anything else? All right, thanks, you guys.
Thank you.